Hey everybody. Hope you're all doing well and staying safe during this pandemic. Now, I got a text a little while ago and somebody was asking me, why do you do all these old recipes all the time? Why do you do this Roman stuff? Why do you do this ancient Greek stuff? Well, what I'm doing isn't necessarily purely old stuff. You see, if I were to do just old stuff and be in the orthodoxy of it has to be these ingredients, this way, no other deviation, well, then I'm not living in the present. You're cut off from it. And then there are people in the present who say, well, everything in the past, that's old stuff. We have new technology. We can do things better. That's not good either. It's foolishness to cut yourself off from all that knowledge, all that culture. I mean, there's a whole world and a whole sphere of time that you're cutting yourself off. So try to balance it out. Get those things from the past that speak to you. Can you do it in the present moment? And continue onwards. This is what civilization is all about. You're along the line of all the people behind you while living in the present, aiming towards the future. Now, that being said, I'm stuck in a house. A lot of you are at this point in time, and the kids are screaming and whatnot. You might need a break. You might need to just say, okay, I gotta get out of it. Now, there's a story of the Spanish king, Alfonso X, and he got really sick once, and then he got better eventually, and he attributed it to having little snacks, a little bit of wine. That's what got him better. Now, as with most royalty in the past, the king and the country are the same. And in so doing, it became the custom in Spain to have wine and little bits of snacky food to go together. We know them as tapas. Let's check some out. Okay, here we got some thyme. You gotta love Canadian winter. The first dish we're going to do are marinated peppers. So we have some sliced garlic, some thyme, a little bit of dried chili. Now, one of the gifts that Central America gave to Spain were the peppers, both hot and sweet. Here we have some sweet ones, which we're going to roast, take the skins off, and we're going to slice them up really fast. To make the sauce, we take our garlic, our thyme, our chilies, and we put in some olive oil at a very low temperature. This is just to get the flavors infused into the oil, so when we put our sliced peppers in there, they just soak up all that goodness. Tapas comes from the verb tapar, or to cover. Now, this often happens when you go to a tapas bar. You'll have a piece of bread or a little something covering your glass of wine. And this goes back to our story about Alfonso X. Anyhow, we add some wine vinegar to our olive oil, thyme, garlic, and chilies. This acid brings a bit of balance to our sweet peppers. Next, we add the juice from our peppers that we've previously roasted and skinned. This just adds a little more depth of flavor to our sauce. The marinade will come out nice and sweet and balanced. So now, all the flavors are allowed to mingle. Never bring it up to a boil. Just keep it at low temperature and let everything infuse with each other. The flavors will mingle and you'll get a really flavorful result at the end of it. What we're going to do afterwards is we're going to add those ribbons of roasted peppers back into this, and we're going to let it cool off, put it in the fridge, and then when you're ready to serve, put it up at room temperature, put it on a piece of bread with a nice glass of wine. So when you need to take a break, empanadillas, albondigas, there's all kinds of little snacky bits, a little bit of wine to take a break in your day, restore your health. Anyways, pick up a book. Find out about the past. Share, like, and subscribe. Look to the past. Look to the future. Cheers.